Learning is
gaining knowledge.
Something to help you in later life.
How to be on TV. Got to think about that.
Oh yeah, you're learning.
Hello.
Learning is...
It's important.
You can go first.
Learning, it makes you clever and smart.
Learning is what you need.
Gaining knowledge and skills.
Learning means that you can get somewhere.
It makes you feel really good inside.
Learning means telling me something and I will remember it forever.
Learning means everything to me.
It can be exciting, but it can be boring.
Learning is finding out new things.
We are talking about learning today.
Learning is good for life.
Boring.
Well, there are certain lessons where that does happen.
Science.
Maths.
Literacy. Literacy.
Mostly it happens in history or RE.
It takes forever. We do more time on that than we do on anything else, really. Nagging.
Non-stop work. When they just keep talking endlessly.
Certain teachers' voices.
I'm just thinking, oh God, I'd rather be home and stab pins in my eyes then.
Tell someone else off.
You just have to sit there and watch.
That is definitely boring.
Also if, like, they repeat stuff again and again.
Copying out of a textbook.
Copying out of textbooks all lesson.
Which is really boring.
You sometimes have those lessons where you've done all your work and then you've just got nothing left to do.
Yeah, that is kind of boring. And she kind of says, Morgan, are you bored? And I'm like, yeah.
Different ways of learning.
I like lessons like that.
That really helps if it's creative for me. We do acting out sometimes.
It adds fun to it.
You still filming?
We're to do suspense, like dun dun dun. When we do lessons like that, we normally get to like act things out.
You can do something creative, so you have to think yourself, so...
Yeah, I think that's the most fun.
Well, yes and no.
Pardon?
I'd like to do a lot of practical work. Yeah, that's really good.
Depends what sort of subject, because if it's a creative lesson but there is a lot to learn, sometimes that doesn't interact so well.
I'd say it could be a disaster when...
If we're doing a practical in science and Miss doesn't trust us to do it ourselves because it involves like fire and acid and stuff, and she does it in the desk and someone knocks it over.
Teachers put so much effort into trying to make the practical lesson fun, and the kids find it just boring.
Sometimes we like design stuff and make like dices. And then we had to draw a prison.
We had to march around the school saying, we don't like the uniform in French, we don't like the building.
Put flaps on, you cut it out, and then you just stick it together.
Je n'aime pas le uniforme.
And we had to try and make a house out of shapes, and that was really interesting. And that was our maths lesson.
Working with friends.
Isn't it good?
Yes.
I think
Sometimes.
People work better with their friends.
It depends on what kind of group you have.
Sometimes your friends are stretching, you have conversations with them.
Hello. How are you? Can do if it's like a practical lesson.
it is better.
It encourages me to work harder.
Yeah, I do like working with friends.
It's also good to have company, so you're not just, you know, by yourself studying, but
Sometimes when I work with my friends, I get things done quicker.
On the whole, when you've got a friend next to you explaining what you need to do and you're explaining to them what to do, you understand it better.
And I don't think you should work with people you don't get on with.
The problem with friendship groups is that
Say you've had a really good weekend and you just want to tell them all about your weekend.
Some people mess around,
you'd start chatting and
Then you don't get any of the work done.
which can be a disaster in class.
If you can work with your friends sensibly, then you can. I think to describe a good teacher,
They have to be friendly, definitely.
They have to be understanding to everything.
A good teacher.
Someone that's able to connect with the class, someone that's able to laugh.
Trustworthy.
Be fair.
Partly strict, but not detentions every lesson.
Detention.
Be open for new ideas.
in a way, you've got to be good at telling people off.
Because you get some teachers who, you say they're great for a kind of DOS lesson.
He likes teaching, I reckon, because he makes it fun for himself because the other day he dressed up as someone and came out and pretended to be him. It was really funny. But the teacher I have now, he is strict, but when everyone's being good, he's quite nice.
If the teacher wants you to do well,
They remember you.
He's good at teaching.
I think they need to be able to sympathise with you and understand and kind of cut you a bit of slack.
Making the lessons fun. She helps us learn about stuff that are really good.
all the teachers come here as a job. But if they want you to do well for you as a person, that makes it really special, I suppose.
Yeah. I agree.
It would be nice if everyone in the school would know your name.
Some teachers treat you just like a number on a piece of paper, to be honest.
Some teachers don't even know your name, though.
Yeah, because loads of people call me Lola, which I don't like, because that's not my name.
It depends how long they've known me.
Like, most of the time, like 95%, she knows me quite well.
But some of the teachers really become your friends.
My teacher knows I love... What the bye?
You can show a bit more of your personality to a friendly teacher than you can to a strict teacher.
Some teachers,
They don't really want to get to know you.
My teacher knows that I love doing drawing.
But it's good when a teacher knows you because they know what you're capable of and they know how far to push you. They know what your limits are.
Because you can't just shove knowledge down the student's throat. You've got to know them personally first.
If you know the teacher, then you can have kind of a fun time with them.
Just try and get to know us better.
try and get to know us.
Yeah. You know, you can't really do anything more than that.
I don't see a plane. I don't hear one either.
I like them.
Noise.
I've never actually noticed that many planes before.
When it's noisy, I can't really hear what the teacher's saying. It's hard to get on with your work well, for me, if there's a lot of noise going around. And then I do it wrong and just maybe I might get time out or something.
I think the classroom should be...
Maybe not complete silence, maybe a bit of noise. I don't really like it silent.
Don't shout.
I'm a teacher, now be quiet and go away.
Oh God, shouting again.
If it's quiet, it gets too quiet.
Complete silence makes the lesson kind of boring.
Because it doesn't feel normal when it's silent. Because then I get a buzzing in my head, and that's irritating.
Like a discussion kind of level, so you can hear each other without shouting.
I wouldn't like a noisy classroom or a quiet classroom. I'd like a few people talking and a few people quiet.
Because it's nice to hear people talking.
So we know they're happy.
Yeah.
They've got to do it at a certain pace.
Yeah, because if he goes too fast, you might not hear it.
Everyone at the moment is going on about your brain only works for 20 minutes.
X, Y, da, 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 da.
They keep answering questions and they don't understand a word the teacher's saying.
Just like, oh my God, what's going on?
Don't sink in your brain.
For different abilities of children, I think pace is important.
But some people do learn quickly, don't they?
Some teachers, just rush it all.
But some people are slow.
If he talks too slow, it'd be like, do this.
People lose interest and then they start talking and then the lesson just gets out of control completely.
It gets boring.
It doesn't bother me with the pace the teacher goes, as long as I understand it.
Some children might have a disability in learning, so it's really important to go slow. But some children are just naturally clever, so...
I'm pretty quick.
And I would put my hand up and say that, look, miss, you're going a bit too fast, so please could you slow down a bit.
If you say to a teacher, "Miss, you're going too fast, can you slow down a bit?" they'll go, "Oh, well, you should be able to keep up." And
Pupils are sometimes don't feel like they can put up their hand and say, "I don't understand."
We do get rewards.
What do you mean by reward?
Merits are good. Everyone loves to go on trips.
Yeah, everyone loves trips.
But merits or...
Stamps don't work for me.
I reckon the best reward we've ever got was...
See the head teacher and get a meeting with him and he says, like, congratulations.
Sometimes.
Encouragement.
Generally just someone saying well done.
If you're not so well done, sometimes kids they take it quite hard. We're drama students, we like trips to the theatre.
I like getting credit because...
For things that you can show to your parents.
At the end of the year, if you get 36 stamps, you get to go to the cinema free during school time, which is pretty good. If I get 1 credit, my mum will give me 10p. There are loads of certificates you can earn, like a lunchtime certificate, that's for being nice.
Trips.
The stamp system.
I've only got about 3.
in this school, when you get a reward, it's a sticker or a mark that goes on a chart or something.
Year 7 teachers give quite a lot of stamps, like you'll get like 1 every lesson or something.
In year 8, you're not as bad as in year 9, you just give up.
Normally certificates. Whenever we're good, he gives us a little silver token.
People don't really want to do well because they're just, "Oh, it's only a sticker, why would I want that?"
We write down how many everyone's got, and at the end, he gives us a prize. Once I got a prize from my teacher, and it was a water gun.
The main reward is...
If you tell children how well they're doing, it just builds self-esteem as well.
too soft.
I think a bad teacher would be
someone who's strict.
Bad personality. Someone who just wants to work for the money, they're not really bothered about teaching kids.
Teacher that doesn't listen, gets so angry.
Shouts all the time.
Yeah, they just shout at you for no reason.
That's not fair at all.
Teacher that doesn't respect.
That is the worst thing.
Gets frustrated easily and is unable to control the class.
Go to your table. Go do it right now.
I really hate it when teachers don't listen to you.
Never smiling.
No.
Someone who's really quiet and scared to say things.
Like a nervous wreck. Send you out just you made a mistake or something like that. She'll shout at you every time you want to do something. She'll say, no!
Yeah, teachers like that. I don't like teachers like that.
What kills learning?
That kills?
A noisy classroom.
Stopping me from learning.
That's when you can't concentrate on what you're trying to learn.
If someone's being silly, right in front of you.
Stop it, she's asking us a question, right?
Tiredness.
When you forget about something and then you have to do it again. Two people have a big argument or a fight or something. Talking to me, I can't concentrate.
No one answering questions when he asks someone a question.
I think getting kicked out of school.
Stay on a subject for 20 minutes and then change and think that you memorised it already.
If students don't see a target to work towards, then they don't see the point of doing anything.
Things like that.
If a teacher didn't turn up.
That's the worst thing.
No, stops your learning.
Go on, go on.